We are now in the halfway point of the WTC cycle when it comes to India. Because how remarkable it is. If I say halfway for the WTC cycle, there is a team like New Zealand who have not even started their WTC cycle. But halfway point for the WTC cycle means 3 out of the 6 series are done. And after the end of the South Africa series, this is what the current table looks like. Australia are on top. They have won all 4 games so far. South Africa are on top, are in second. It's a repeat of the 2025 cycle when you look at it. Sri Lanka are third, Pakistan are fourth, India are fifth. And they have played the most games in the cycle. This is a cause of concern. Because the 0-2 whitewashers home that have happened against South Africa has effectively ended their WTC cycle even before you can realistically have a dream about it. Because last cycle when New Zealand whitewashed them 3-0, it was all but over for the WTC. And this time also, it's looking incredibly hard. Because look at the series that is remaining for India. 2 home series are done in West Indies and South Africa. The next cycle will have 2 away series. 2 tests versus Sri Lanka, 2 tests versus New Zealand, 5 tests versus Australia. And out of that, 2 are away in Sri Lanka and New Zealand, 1 is against Australia. Away, and that is at home for 5 tests. What does India have to do in order to ensure that they make it to the WTC final for the first time since 2023? Drum roll, please. Here is the equation. Out of the 9 remaining tests, India has to win 7. They can afford 2 losses, but a 3rd loss, game over. I am not taking into account a draw because a draw often this time in the WTC cycle is a very rare thing. Wins or losses, direct. The simple equation is India must win 7 games out of 9. But it is not going to be easy. You've not won a test in New Zealand for nearly, if you look at it, 17 years. You've not won a test in New Zealand. Yes, you have been unbeaten against Sri Lanka for the past 11 years, but that might change. With Prabhat Jayasuriya and all of them, followed by Ramesh Mendes and all the others, even Vellalage can get a go. Who knows how the spinners will trouble you, either in Galle or Colombo. Then 5 tests against Australia. If you have to whitewash them 5-0, it still might not be enough. Because Australia are one team that will not get whitewashed final that easily. And second, if you lose 2 tests against New Zealand, or if you lose 1 against Sri Lanka and you win 1, and then you lose 2 to New Zealand, game over. Even a final whitewash won't be enough. So are India's WTC final hopes already up in smoke after the South Africa series whitewash? Yes, they are. You can say, barring a minor miracle, if India manages to do well in Sri Lanka and New Zealand, then and only then you have a chance. Otherwise, you don't stand a chance at this point in time. So India have to win minimum 7 tests. In case other results go their way, it will be 6. But the direct equation that we calculated, if 2 losses happen, you are still there. But if 3 losses happen, it's over. You can't go through to the WTC final then, and it will be a bitter blow for India's test aspirations. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this video. Subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis.